Hey, forgot how to do this. Hey, it's Monday, September 11th, and I want to apologize that I haven't been posting vlogs more regularly. To be honest, it got so overwhelming, I just needed to press the reset button and take a break, and that's exactly what I've done. I came down to the southern Appalachian Mountains to just hike a little bit, but my timing was horrible because Hurricane Irma has hit, and my goal was to come down here and collect some high points. And those of you who follow me on Instagram know that state high pointing is something that's been really important to me for a few years. What this is essentially is collecting all of the state high points, the highest point in every state. And you saw me try Mount Hood 3 times, and third time was a charm. I actually made a really cool NS adventure about that with my buddy Max. You saw me go up and down Rainier. So those are 2 of the hardest high points you can possibly get. These ones in the south are supposed to be super easy. You can drive to the top of them unless there's a hurricane. And one of the things I love most about high pointing is that you never know what's going to happen. I love getting out and seeing this beautiful country and having these unique adventures. Yesterday I stood on top of Georgia and it was so cool. Brasstown bald, to stand on top of Georgia. That was a really, really neat experience. This morning I actually stood on top of South Carolina, Sassafras Mountain, one of the weirder ones that had absolutely no tourist attractions whatsoever. I went to climb to the top of North Carolina, Mount Mitchell, and they said it was closed. And I was pissed off. I said, I'll come back and get Mount Mitchell later. And I came to the top of Clingman's Dome, the tallest point in Tennessee, and the road was closed. But this time it was a little bit different. This time, at the road closure, it said I was 7.3 miles away from Clingman's Dome, the summit, the tallest point in Tennessee. 7.3 miles. I've been wanting to do a 14-mile long run for a while now. In fact, I had it on the schedule twice and I accidentally blew it off. Sorry, coach. The longest run I've ever done is 13.1 miles. And I'm scared to try to go any farther. But something tells me that this is what I've been training for. This is the moment. Everything just says 7.3 miles away, something I've always wanted to do. There's a hurricane here, but I'm gonna go run to Clingman's Dome and back. This will be the longest run that I've ever done. It'll be the only run that I've ever done in a hurricane, but I got 2 secret weapons with me. I got my Brooks launch, and I got my run gum. So this is gonna be either the coolest or the dumbest thing that I've ever done. But it's, you know, it's so funny. I've been in this funk. I've been in this social media funk where I felt like social media was taking me out of the moment. You know, I went and watched that eclipse with my family, and I was so worried about getting a picture of it that it took me out of this really cool once-in-a-lifetime moment that I was spending with my family. But I think that there's something else about social media that I'm realizing right now, is that sometimes it enhances a moment. This is something that I'm about to do that I'm literally nervous about for a couple of reasons. But I'm nervous to try to run longer than I've ever run at 6,000 feet in the middle of the Smoky Mountains, in the middle of a hurricane. But it's something that I want to share with you guys because this is raw, this is real, and you know, if I die attempting this, at least that there's some video that said I was living my life when I did it. So let's go give it a try. Here's 14 miles in hurricane conditions in the Smoky Mountains. Clingman's Dome. Clingman's Dome. 7 miles out, 7 miles back. This kind of seems like bullshit. Weather's not even that bad. I've ran races in worse weather than this. But road closed to cars, which kind of means I get the whole road to myself. Oh man. First mile, 7:57. This is way more uphill than I thought it was gonna be. Slow and steady. Second mile, 8:29. But I'm not joking, I'm climbing like crazy. Probably exerting force, energy equivalent to about a 7-minute mile. So I'll make it up on the way back. 2 down, 12 to go. Mile 4 was 8:17, and we just crested a butte, and I'm flying now, so mile 5 should be a bit faster. Mile 5, 6:53. I'm going back uphill. The weather's getting a lot worse. Woo! Mile 6, back up to 8:28. I'm really climbing now, and I actually just got my first view of the summit. I'll flip this around. Maybe you can see it. We're going right up there. There's a lookout tower. I can see it. It's at least a mile and another few hundred feet up. Ah! This is insane. 30, 40 mile an hour winds right now. Made it to the parking lot. All right, it was 7 miles to the parking lot. They weren't lying. There it is right behind me, not a soul in sight. And I'm coming up on the trail right now. The summit's just up there. Clingman's Dome Trail to the tower. Oh, I've got half a mile left. So 7 to the parking lot, 5 up, get my picture, 7.5 back down. It's gonna be a 15-mile day. That's wild. Longest run before this was 13.1. I made it. 63 minutes up, and I climbed 1,600 feet. Not a very fast pace, but slow and steady got it done. There you go. The observation tower at Clingman's Dome. I'm at the top of Tennessee right now. Ducked into this little shelter here at the top, and this is awesome. Not only am I going to get the longest run of my life in, but I get to stand at the top of Tennessee, tick off another one of those state high points that I'm collecting, and I'm probably the only person that summited today, so that feels really special. I'm going to get my picture, then I'm going to head back down. Oh man, I'm still at the top. I got my picture. It's really cold here with the wind chill. It's probably sub-freezing and my core temperature's dropping. You know, I remember one of my all-time favorite movies, Gattaca, and Ethan Hawke's character says, you know how I made it this far? I never saved anything for the way back. That's kind of how I feel right now. I've already ran 63 minutes. I've got to go all the way back down. Fortunately for me, I did save something for the way back. I can't be stopped! Forgot my phone. I survived. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. 15 miles. It's the longest run I've ever done. It's also the first run I've ever done in a hurricane. And Tennessee, cross it off the list. Like I said, that's what I love so much about high pointing. It's always an adventure. Tennessee's supposed to be one of the easiest ones to get. It's literally just a walk up. But when the road's closed, you got to use that training. That was 15 miles. I ran it in 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 19 seconds. But that was up 1,600 feet and down 1,600 feet, so that added a lot of challenge to it. That's really far off of my target marathon pace of 6:52, but I'm gonna be so much better for this run, and it's just a step in the right direction for Honolulu. I'm so excited for Honolulu on December 10th. Again, the goal is to break 3 hours. I know I'm a long way off, but these workout Wednesdays are gonna keep getting me closer. So you saw last week 8 by a K. That was definitely a good one for me. And today, my longest run ever, 15 miles. See you guys next Wednesday.